Hey everyone, Mary here from Ross IELTS Academy. Today I want to talk to you about the latest IELTS speaking questions. It's always a good idea to practice different questions and topics before the test, but I know some of you might be worried about not having a wide range of vocabulary. Don't sweat it. Many candidates share the same concern when it comes to speaking. The truth is, not everyone has a massive vocabulary to talk about every familiar or unfamiliar topic. And guess what? That's totally fine. You don't need to know everything to answer the questions. What you really need are some effective strategies. So, let's get started, shall we? Today we will look at some of the latest Part 1 IELTS speaking questions, and I will share my own answers with you. After that, I will explain why I responded the way I did, based on the IELTS criteria. Sounds good, right? Let's dive in and have some fun. Very well, guys. Now we are in the first part of IELTS speaking, and the topic is about technology. First, I read the questions for you. After that, I answer the questions, and then I analyze my answers. So here we go with the questions only. The first question says, how often do you use technology in your daily life? The next one says, what is your favorite social media platform and why? How has technology changed the way people communicate? How often do you use your smartphone? And the last one says, what are the benefits of technology in education? Now let's get started with the first question, and I respond to these questions. The question says, how often do you use the technology in your daily life? My answer to that is, as in today's digital age, technology has become an integral part of our lives. I rely on it extensively. This can be from using my smartphone for communication and accessing information online to utilizing various applications for productivity and entertainment. Therefore, I would say that technology plays a vital role in my daily routine. So here, in order to answer the question, I try to explain a little bit, and for that I use some vocabulary and collocations in the topic. For example, in the first sentence I used an integral part, which means an essential or a very important part. I rely it extensively. Extensively means very much. Or it plays a vital role, which means it plays a very necessary, it plays a very significant role, or it's very important. Other than a range of vocabulary, you are expected to use some good connectives, something that you may not be familiar with. Because if you only use very simple connectives like and, so, but, because, you cannot get a high score in your IELTS speaking. So you try to add some alternatives. Like here, in the beginning of my answer, I use the word as, which means because. Or therefore, that's when you want to talk about the result of something, which is a good word for so. So you try to use these words as well. Now, the next question. What is your favorite social media platform and why? My answer to this question is, while I appreciate the benefits of different social media platforms, I find Instagram particularly engaging. This is because it allows me to explore a diverse range of content, including photography, art, and travel, which aligns with my interests. Moreover, it serves as a source of inspiration and a platform to connect with like-minded individuals. So here again, maybe there are different social media platforms that I enjoy or I prefer, but I just try to talk about one because it's part 1 in IELTS speaking and you don't have much time. So I talked about Instagram, and to explain or to describe it, I use some words like the adjective engaging, which means attractive or appealing. A diverse range of something, which means a wide range of something. For example, a diverse range of content. It aligns with my interests. It means it agrees with my interests, or it's based on my interests. Or the last one, which is very useful in IELTS generally, the term like-minded individuals or like-minded people. which means we're talking about people with similar opinions. Other than the vocabulary, I use the word moreover to talk about, like to add more information. You can use moreover, plus, in addition, furthermore, other than that to add more information to your sentences. Now the third question. The question was asking, how has technology changed the way people communicate? My answer to this one is, technology has revolutionized communication by providing faster and more convenient means of staying in touch. Through the messaging apps and social media platforms, people can now connect instantly across distances. In addition, video calling services have bridged the gap between loved ones, allowing face-to-face interactions regardless of geographic barriers. As you see here, I use some synonyms, like for example, technology has revolutionized communication. So instead of saying technology has changed, I use the word revolutionize, and that refers to very big changes, which means it has made a big change. Social media platforms, it bridged the gap, which means it connected, or geographical barriers. Other than that, I use some connectives like in addition to add more information and regardless of. Now the next one. How often do you use your smartphone? My answer to this one is, I use my phone quite frequently throughout the day. It has become a constant companion and I rely on it for multiple purposes. I would say that I use it for tasks such as making calls, sending messages, checking emails, browsing the internet, using various apps, and even managing my schedule. Here to talk about the usages of smartphone for me, I gave some examples. And in order to do that, I use the words like making calls, sending messages, checking emails, browsing the internet. So these are some terms related to the technology and the internet. Now the next question. What are the benefits of technology in education? My answer is, technology has brought numerous benefits to the field of education. Actually, it has made access to information more convenient and comprehensive, as the students can now explore a vast number of resources and engage in online research, expanding their knowledge beyond what is available in traditional textbooks. So here I talked about the impact of technology on education, and I referred it to the students and how their life has become better and more productive using the technology and social media. Or for example, the word here, the term, a vast number of resources, which means a lot of resources. Or the word as, which is a connective here, and I used it instead of because. Okay then, so generally in IELTS speaking, you need to use a range of collocations and some idioms if you can, a range of complex grammatical structures, some very good connectives, and you should also pay attention to the pronunciation features. This is how you can get a good score in this skill. Fantastic. Just as we did today, you can search for speaking questions, share your own answers, record your responses, and then listen to them. If you're interested in receiving an evaluation from our expert examiners, go ahead and book an online speaking mock test with us. Believe me, this will make a big difference. Wishing you best of luck and looking forward to seeing you. Stay tuned.